Hi, my name is Marcus Wardrop, and I am interested in the position and the job and project you've posted on Upwork for Bookkeeping Clean Up. I am a QuickBooks Pro advisor, and I also am enrolled as in the program for a bachelor's degree of accounting with Brigham Young University, Idaho. You mentioned one of the things that stood out to me about your posting was you mentioned that you're both a veterinarian and that you don't really accounting and bookkeeping isn't really part of how your brain works, and that works out great because it absolutely is how my mind works. Pretty much, eh, I'm most happy when I'm able to go in and organize a job and make it, you know, put in systems in place that are going to help make things run more smoothly moving forward into the future. I have uh, my previous work experience is mostly in the logistics industry as an international shipping consultant and account executive for InExpress. And so I'm very familiar with helping a client to work through how to improve and expand their businesses most, by removing something that they don't really, it's not really something they do. Most clients aren't in. They get into whatever their business is, whether they're veterinarians or they're craftsmen or they're artists or whatever. The different clients I've worked with, they're in it because there's something about that job and that industry that interests them and that they want to spend their time on. And whether it's shipping or whether it's bookkeeping, those are just part necessary evils, I guess you could say, as part of the business that they have that take away time from what they would really rather be doing. I actually worked as at an equestrian therapy barn for 2 years in my younger day, and I actually had the opportunity to have several conversations with our vet, and was actually considering pursuing that as a potential career path. And one thing that she talked about was, in her lifestyle as an equine vet, she's having to respond to emergency calls pretty frequently, and so all these other parts of running a business by herself was, there were things that took away from her being able to spend time with what she loved, which was caring and healing the animals that she worked with. So I'd love to have a conversation. I have rates posted on Upworks, but those are negotiable. I'd be happy to help do a cleanup job for you and help you have some systems in place that either if you want to do your books moving forward into the future yourself, or bring on someone else who would take those, so that everything's cleaned up and ready for someone else to come in and take over. I am also open to long-term engagement. So thank you so much for your consideration, and hope to speak with you soon.